Ladies and gentlemen, let's face it, gentlemen, welcome to Starcraft 2 with JoeleneTV. This is my very first game of Starcraft, and I'm very proud to bring you from the bottom right hand corner of Whirlwind Ladder Edition, Herp Derp. Bit of a GLHF going on there. Nice, good to see some good mana in the Silver League, I believe he plays for. And in the top right hand corner, in the blue trunks, we have Xenodore. Alright, so we're going to see an Overlord now from the Zerg player. So no early pool thus far. Various builds on this map. You see a lot of people expanding, I guess, which is, well, you see a lot of people expanding anyway these days. Doesn't matter what map it is, they just, love throwing down Forge first, Nexus first, something like that. I dare say we'll probably see an expand first from our Zerg player. He's gone up to 14 drones, another 15th one in production. Meanwhile, in our top right corner, we have a gateway going down from the Protoss player in the wall. Probably see a pylon come down here, and that's going to finish the wall, complete it there. So for those of you who don't know me, which is absolutely all of you, because I've never casted a StarCraft 2 game ever before, my name is Joel, and I love StarCraft 2. I've been playing for about a year now. I kind of am like top end of Gold League. Actually, something more important's happened. We've got a pool first by the Zerg player, followed by a gas, which hatchery going down, the old patrol micro there by the drone. Is he ling flooding? Is that what's gonna happen? Well, well, those drones, they have no idea what they're doing. They've just all decided to get a bit excited and go for gas. They're like, woo, we've got gas available, that's all mine. But being sent back to their appropriate mineral patches, as you would see. Overlord here, just gonna have a bit of a scout. Sees exactly what's happening, actually, the cybernetics core and the gateway. He's gonna see the Overlord, but he's got nothing to really deal with it at the moment. Zealot on the way out, but that's not gonna do anything. Yeah, Zealot's gonna attack up. That'll be the day. Queen in production, 2 Overlords. Yeah, we're gonna see some early aggression here by the Zerg. You don't make 2 Overlords unless on 17 supply, unless you're going for some sort of attack. He's actually no, the second Overlord's gonna be popping from here. So Xenodore's gonna actually see this because he's gonna see 2 Overlords and he's gonna go, what the hell? I'm getting rushed. But the probe gets scared away by the Queen there. Meanwhile, Zergling's in production. I'm sorry, I did the little scroll thing. That must be annoying to look at. Bit of a Zealot wall. Now, I actually really like the idea of Ling flooding against Protoss, because you don't really see it too much. It's kind of like a speed Ling rush. I already know this is going to happen because you've got speed on the way. Ling's in production. He's just going to flood them. You see it a lot against Zerg, and it's effective. Unless they manage to scout it with enough time to get spines up, or better still, roaches. But the thing is, it's actually quite effective against Protoss, because unlike Terran, where they can just repair their buildings, they're kind of forced to try and, like, if the Zerg focuses this pylon here, they're kind of forced to, continue a wall here and here to kind of trap the Protoss in. Now, Xenodore's not really appropriately defended. He's got 1 Zealot, and he's not even making anything else. He hasn't got a Forge down, so he can't actually, put a cannon here, which would be really kind of beneficial. But anyway, Protoss are forced to, kind of wall off here and continue that wall. But if you've got enough Lings, you can just keep pushing through it. Regardless, you could have 1 cannon down, 2 cannons down, but with enough Lings, they're just not going to hold it. And you're going to have Lings in the main base at about 6 minutes into the game. And here we are with 6 minutes, and look out, here we go, Speedlings coming up the ramp. They're going to focus down the Zealot. Right, as it stands, we've got a Twilight Council coming down, but He's just not going to do anything. Warp gates. Cool. Warp in 2 gateway units against this mini Zergling. It's going to be effective. Really effective. In fact, oh yeah, here we go. You see a Zealot and a Stalker. They're going to come to the rescue now and completely bring this Protoss back to the game. It's actually kind of a clever wall they've got here. I don't know why Herp Derp isn't bringing his links around here to attack, but I guess he doesn't even really need to. He's just saying, fuck it, I'll just target your building. Quite a clever strategy. And right there we see the old 15-15-15 link flood. Going to be very effective against the Protoss player. Yeah, I don't see him coming back. More link spine. Well, I don't know what that spine crawler is doing. He must be worried about DTs or something. But here's another thing as well. Full energy on the Nexus. What the hell is going on with that? Like, I don't know. I'm asking these questions like these players are pros, but you know, it's the Gold League here that we're talking about. You know, like no one really kind of knows what they're doing. They've got an idea and they kind of know what it is they want to do, but their timings are always out and their ability to execute is kind of lowered. But yes, overall that was a victory for Herp Derp. I don't really know if he deserved it. Well, let's say he did. I mean, that was a good flood. Hit an alright time. Completely took the Protoss off guard. And to be honest, I don't actually know what the Protoss was trying to do. It was kind of this weird kind of 2 warp gate kind of thing. And he had a Twilight Council. Maybe he was going to try and transition into Dark Templar. Either way, he was screwed. You see 51 lings on the hotkey for the Zerg. But anyway, I'll take this opportunity to speak to you a little bit about who I am. Mentioned before, my name's Joel, and this is the very, very first cast I've done. For those of you who are aware of accents, you'll be like, oh my god, he's from some place other than North America. That's true. I am in fact from Australia. And the scene down here, the Starcraft scene, it's growing. I went to a tournament a couple of months ago, and there was probably about 40 people there supporting Starcraft over the 2 days of the tournament, which is a lot more than, I guess, what we've seen in previous years. It's growing, which is great to know. There's a lot of good players from down here. There's famous ones like Moonglade, but there are a lot of players that aren't so well recognized that, you know, are kind of coming up through the ranks, and we'll hopefully see some more of, you know, in the coming months, I'm sure. But yeah, my name is Joel, and I've decided to take up casting because I love talking and I love Starcraft, and it seemed like a fair kind of transition for me of where I am in my stage of life. So what I will do is I will leave on that note. However, if you have any replays that would like to be cast that you think are good enough to be casted, just send me an email. It's going to be below in the comment section below. Just send me an email and attach your replay and write a little description of what your replay is about, because I actually won't look at them before I cast them. I'll just read the description and be like, yeah, I'm in the mood for casting this kind of game, and I'll just cast it. You know, I'll just make it up as I go along. So, you know, that's going to be advantageous to me. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up before I talk your ear off, which I'm already doing. I'll be posting up a couple of more games. I think there's a couple of 2v2s here, but I'm going to really encourage you guys to send me games, because most of my games are going to involve these particular players, because I don't have much available. So send me your games. Let me cast them. I'm keen to get as much practice as I can. Constructive criticism is always welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it on that. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you next time.